Hello and welcome, or should I say, welcome back to the Performance Report, episode number 496. I'm Coach Brew, and this week we're going to be talking about why you need to take a mini sabbatical leave from your business and what I just did on mine. I missed you, but I really needed this time away. After a 1-month mini sabbatical, I'm back. And I believe I'm a better husband, parent, person, and business owner because of it. You know, it's funny, when you do something like this, you figure out who your true friends and fans are. And it's you, my readers, my subscribers, who were so tremendously supportive. I can't even begin to express my thanks to all of you who flooded my inbox with emails, checking in on me, sent cards, left voicemail messages of support. Many of you offered me your prayers, invited me out for dinner and drinks and to go to a concert. Someone even offered me their vacation home for a week. That's how awesome my subscribers are. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of you. I'm blown away by your generosity. On my time off, I can look back and say, wow, I really needed that. I know this sounds weird, but I'm not kidding when I tell you that relaxing sure is hard work. I tried to get my wife to come on the podcast to talk about this. She didn't want to, but my wife told me after week 1, I didn't seem very relaxed. But then after 2 weeks, she gave me the feedback that I just seem much more relaxed and at peace with everything and everyone. So this really led me to research, how long does it take to really unwind? It turns out data shows that it takes a minimum of 8 days vacation to begin to even feel the effects of vacationing. That's crazy, isn't it? We all need to take breaks, vacations, and mini sabbaticals regularly because our drive and ambition just causes us to get out of balance, which sabotages our own results. We press so much, we can lose sight of our priorities. Things like why we got into business to begin with and why we do what we do. Sometimes ambition's actually our enemy if we're not careful. You know, type A personalities like me can get tunnel vision, which, when it's left unchecked, is absolutely a recipe for burnout. I would know. This break was an opportunity to remind myself to enjoy the journey and have fun with the whole process. And that's my reminder to you today. Because I believe that if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Whatever it is, whatever industry you're in, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. So this all begs the question, what you've been emailing me and asking me lately. What did I do for the last 4 weeks? Well, here's a quick rundown. I went to a Red Sox game, an SEC football game. I hired a personal trainer, went on dinner dates with my wife, started guitar lessons, went to the beach a couple times, made up for lost time at my pool this summer. Against my better judgment, I also did yard work. And I attended my kids' field hockey games and tennis matches, almost every single one of them, and recorded a few podcast episodes, among other things. Then, to cap it off, I spent the final week in Nashville visiting with friends and colleagues and a few of the artists who generously supported my new book, Stadium Status. But now that it's over, I know moving forward, I can't simply return to my previous, what I call my default setting, because after all, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. So to ease my way back into work, I spent the past week evaluating and really redesigning my business model. With that in mind, you're going to see some changes moving forward in 2018. And here's a little bit of what you can expect. I'm going to continue to publish my e-news weekly. My newsletter will be weekly, as it always has been. However, there's going to be some changes to it. And if you're an auditory learner and prefer to listen to my e-news, this is the best place and platform to get it. Subscribe if you haven't already to my podcast. And If you're more of a visual learner, you can continue to read it. It'll be delivered to your inbox every Monday morning. And with regard to the podcast, I'm going to be focusing more of my attention and resources on this. Moving forward in the next couple of weeks, I'll be revealing some of the other exciting changes to my business model. So make sure you stay tuned. The big takeaway for you today, though, is that this month, I made a vow to myself never to let what I call my personal check engine light, never to let that thing come on again. How can you avoid the same thing? That's the question. Well, I think the best way to do that is don't wait 10 years like I did to take a mini sabbatical or leave absence from work, extended vacation, whatever you want to call it. Instead, schedule regular, smaller breaks on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yes, annual basis. That is my best advice for you because I think we're all either a great example or a cautionary tale. In this situation, I got burnt out. And I was a cautionary tale, and I want to make sure that doesn't happen again. Again, I want to thank you all for your support. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And lastly, as we wrap things up here on the podcast, I want to let you know I have one slot left in my one-on-one coaching program for 2018. And if you're interested, just email me, john@coachbrew.com, and we can see if you're a good candidate for that. Until next week, I'm Coach Brew. This is the Performance Report, and we will catch you next week.